Welcome back to Track Talk as we're halfway through the program here for this Saturday's racing on the 4th of September. Up to race 7. It's a Class 4 Division 1 over 1,200 metres to jump at 3 p.m. Silent Partner at the top there. Long Hu, an interesting runner. Mr. Hooper, Charger, he's got a good record here. Sun Palace, Rocket Ship won and maiden in good style. The Brotherhood from the informed Jerome Tan stable, fast and fearless. Over to Page Star Shield at the bottom for Saifudan on the inside barrier. We're going to have a look at the run of Charger here, and this is when he ran 5th in a Class 4 over to 1,200 metres.
Yeah, I'm so guilty of following this horse off a cliff. I think I'm tipping him now for about the 4th time in succession, but look, he can win this. He can win this. He's versatile. He's got a course and distance win to his name. Simon's booked. Handicap dropped him a couple of points as well. This run wasn't as bad as it might look on paper, though it wasn't even bad at all. He jumped the $24 favourite, so don't forget there's money for him. And sometimes, I know he hasn't landed the prize this time around, but where there's smoke, there's fire. Track work there, nice and strong. That's usually him. He does get a bit warm and sweaty, but that's a strong bit of work. And I think on Charger's best form, he's a definite player. He's only 3 points higher than his last win. And I'm once again, here Scott, going to make a strong case for this horse because I think he can win it. Simon Cock is there actually one on the horse in 7, but I don't mind the booking at all. I mean, claims a very useful kilo, and for me, I just think Charger could be the one to go with again. Yeah,
he's got a pretty good record, hasn't he? Obviously, he's 7 years old. He's still an Entire. He looks pretty well behaved, but he doesn't get too worked up like most Entires can. But he's going to get one for you soon. I'm very sure you're a big follower of his. One interesting little filly here from the Ricardo Lagrange stable is Rocket Ship, and she won her maiden in pretty nice style, I thought, Nick. Obviously, was a little bit sluggish away, but really improved and did it in good style to break her first career victory.
Yeah, she did. I mean, look, let's not get too carried away. She didn't beat much. I don't think would be fair. I mean, but what she has done is gone on and won the race. She could do no more than that. So, look, in an ideal world, you'd see those behind her come out and obviously run well. A few of them have run since, and we haven't had too many ripples in that ocean. But yeah, look, she could do no more than win. I was quite impressed by the performance, and I think an opening mark of 54 is fair. She can improve. She's had a trial since, ran 5th to stablemate Seigneur Don. She's well drawn. Look, they might opt to go forward with her, just having a quick look to see where some of the pace might come from. Lung, who's a prominent racer. Sun Palace can go forward as well. So there's a little bit of pace for her to perhaps just sit behind. So yeah, look, she can improve, and I think if one of the more exposed horses isn't off a good mark, say like a Charger possibly, Rocket Ship can take full advantage. She's a nice filly, and obviously we love to see fillies win because it improves their value further down the line. Obviously
it's always hard to win a maiden and then go up against the older horses. She's trialled subsequently since then and ran 5th in a trial, but I just wanted to also touch upon one runner, Nick, at the top, Silent Partner.
Yeah.
Geraldine Ciao rides. The last win came at a rating of 66, and that was in December 2020. Now at a rating of 65, so just looks to be in a really nice sort of space, and again a Mark Walker runner held with a nice 4 kilogram claim.
Absolutely, Scott. Yeah, I mean the fact that Geraldine's going on board, I think could be interesting. Good draw as well. I actually tipped him last time. That was his drop back into Class 4 grade, and look, he came up a bit short. He was beaten 9, and I say a bit short. He was beaten over 9 lengths, so he came up rather short, to be honest with you, behind Hadir. But we know what a good ride the winner got. Obviously ridden by the aforementioned Miss Geraldine Ciao. Handicap, as you say, dropped him to 65 rated now. That gives him a bit of a chance on the pick of his form, as you say, winning off a point higher a few Decembers ago. So look, interesting runner, Silent Partner. He's got to sort of bounce back though for me. Last few runs have been a little bit disappointing, most notably the last one.
I also liked What You Like as well. I found a little space of him. His last win, he beat Water Rocket, who subsequently came out and won last weekend, but he beat him at a rating of 52. He's now at a rating of 53. So if you juggle the numbers, and obviously you're a sort of follower who likes to put their horses where they're at their winning mark. I know you're very big on your ratings, Nick, and it's obviously one to have a look at. So selections for race 7, I've gone with him, and the horse I've just mentioned, What You Like, number 8, I've got him on top. I just like him back to that winning mark. Silent Partner in for 2nd. I'm going Mark Walker to Quinella this race to claim for Geraldine Ciao. Rocket Ship in for 3rd. She's up against the older horses, but she looks to be a nice filly for the future. And I've chucked Mim Samurai in for 4th. Gets the blinkers on. It's been a long time since he wore them. That was in September of 2020. 8, 1, 7 and 2.
Yeah, interesting. You tip What You Like. I'm just having a look at that run you alluded to. back in April of this year. He actually beat Water Rocket, as you say. He's won since. King's Oostars won a couple since. Hadir, a little bit further down, Supermax and Hyde Park even ran last. He's obviously a winner since as well. So the form of that race is actually quite good. So I know it's a while ago, but he certainly has form claims. Charger for me though on top. I'll go with him again here. I think. I'm not sure how many more challenges he'll get, but I'll side with him this weekend at least. Rocket Ship goes into second. Mr. Hooper, we didn't really mention him a great deal, but he can run well on the pick of his form. Wouldn't be shocked if he ran a race. Good to see Oscar Chavez back on board. And what you like in for fourth? I've gone 5, 7, 4 and 8.
Yeah, it should be a good race. Race 7. Just after we got race number 8, it is a Class 4 Division 2 over to mile. And that'll jump at 3:30 p.m. King Louis at the top, trialled really well during the week. Gold City, Sound Siren, Exceed Natural, Yaya Papayas in a good patch of form. Royalty, Free Falling, God's Gift for Yusuf. Well, it's a very interesting race here, and one well-tried runner lately. He's just starting to get now into a more comfortable groove, is King Louis, and this was a nice trial during the week. Yeah,
I don't really know where we're at with King Louis. I mean, I'm glad he's had this trial because it's sort of proven his well-being, and this is more like the King Louis of old. I mean, the blue with the white stars there, you can see he's side through, got himself a bit of a gap, and he's gone to the line under a very, very lengthy rein, doing it nicely on the bridle. But last time out in the race won by Real Effecto, he was bitterly disappointing. I'm not sure what excuses, if any, came out of that race, but let's hope he's back to his best.
Well, here's Sound the Siren during track work during the week. A winner 2 starts ago, and Jimmy Wong's reacquainted this weekend.
He is, yeah. I didn't mind this horse's track work actually. I thought he looked okay. So it could be a very interesting contender, couldn't he? In this race, Sound the Siren, having beaten the course record holder Leatherhead. Just quickly before we get to the next past run, just I went back. Obviously, that run of King Louis last time, he was vet checked afterwards. No abnormalities, required to pass a 1,000-metre vet test. The sort of just got put down to having raced poorly, but when you're beaten 31 lengths, you've got to bounce back.
Yeah, and he did. He stepped out really well in the trial, and haven't we seen some wet weather lately here at the Turf Club, Nick? Obviously, trials have been very wet during the week, and even though horses are just getting a nice, easy time of things, the jockey's really looking after him on that surface with a lot of rain, but I still thought he trialled very well, so we're looking for him to bounce back. It's been 1,049 days since he last won a race, so good luck to Ricardo trying to get this horse back in the winner's stall. We'll be happy to see him, no doubt. Next run we're going to have a look at is Strong and Best, and this was a really, really nice second last start, and well, Nick, he's only lightly raced, but he does run the 1,600 metres out by the looks of this run.
Yeah, he did. I questioned it last time, but I stand corrected on the back of this. Obviously, it was a good run. That's him in the centre with the lime green sleeves, racing home strongly, but was only beaten a short head, quicker sectional home as well. That was the King Louis race stroke Real Effecto contest. So Strong and Best holds King Louis for sure on that form. There's his track work with Strong and Powerful. So watch your strong ends if you're watching the track work. But no, look, 2 good runs recently, getting so closer to winning another one, isn't he? And it could be this. I think it could be this weekend.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Next runner, well, he's in a nice patch of form. He's really turned his career around a bit, and that is Yaya Papaya. And look, he ran a really nice second in Class 4, and then backed it up with this placing last start. Yeah,
ultra versatile. A couple of wins on turf, 3 on the poly. This is his turf run on what looks, to be obviously very much rain-affected ground. Sacred Judgment winning it on that occasion. He'll stay the trip. He's a course and distance winner a couple of times as well. I like the booking of Zaya Rule. He's ridden him his last few starts, and he's got a tune out of him as well. So with a lightweight, he's only going to carry 50. I imagine Zaya does 50.
Yeah, he's quite light, Zaya.
This horse will run well. And you say, it's a 7-year-old. He's won 5 times from 48. I mean, that's pretty good going. I mean, he's won just shy of 300,000 in prize money now. If you had a stable full of Yaya Papayas, you wouldn't grumble.
Yeah, he's been very consistent lately, so I quite like him as a top 3 prospect. We've got a punting pointer for this race. It doesn't relate to the runners as such that we've touched upon, but it is one specific trainer, Nick, and he's having a very good run of things lately.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Jay Senong has trained quite a few winners recently, hasn't he? He's trained 10 from 61 during the last 10 meetings. That's 16.4%, the winning strike rate. So Jason's going well. He's got Royalty in this race. Not sure he'll be winning it, in all honesty. 6 days ago he was very disappointing behind Universal Empire, but look, he's in good form, so perhaps, I know this horse is one of the 61 obviously because he's run recently, but he is in good form. And double digits in the last 10 meetings, not bad. One every meeting on average.
He's going very well. Before we get to the selections, anything you caught your eye in this field we haven't touched upon?
Nothing in particular, no. I mean, Exceed Natural is not the Exceed Natural of old. Well, the horse of old was Star Empire, who won a Jumbo Jet trophy, but he's not in that sort of form. Free Falling is probably not good enough. God's Gift, maybe, could possibly run all right, but lightly raced over this course and distance. But and then Royalty, just going back to him, obviously he's a big, strong, strapping son of Fastnet Rock. 2 runs recently, he's run absolute last, so he really needs to turn a corner regardless of how good a form the stable are in.
Yeah, hopefully Royalty can turn it around. Selections for race 8 on with number 4, Sound the Siren. I'm tipping a lot of Mark Walkers this week. I'm tipping him to have a very big day. Jimmy Wong reunites here. 3 Gold City in for second. Vlad Jurek takes a ride for Tim Fitzsimmons. He's going to be itching to get back in the winner's stall very soon, Vlad. And number 6, Strong and Best in for third. Really like that second. He'll run the mile out last start. And I've put Yaya Papaya in for third. He's in a good patch of form at the moment. Nice lightweight chance will be running on. 4, 3, 6 and 7 for race 8.
Yeah, I'm going Strong and Best here. Just on the back of that run last time, I think he'll take a little bit of stopping if running to that form again. Yaya Papaya's in good heart with himself. Again, handles the conditions well. He's got a nice weight, and I think he's ideally placed to run a big one. King Louis, look, I'll give him another chance. I mean, not that he's lost chances with me now, but last time out, very, very disappointing. I thought he'd run well last time, but I was buoyed by that trial recently. Let's hope he can bounce back. He's been a really good horse for his connections down through years. Not the force of old, but he's certainly good enough to win a Class 4. And Sound the Siren in for 4th there. Best of the rest, 6, 7, 1 and 4.
Yeah, it should be an interesting event. Race number 8. Hot on its heels is race number 9 at 4 p.m. It is a Class 5 over to 1,700 metres, another staying event here on the Poly track for this meeting. Circuit Star at the top, Zoff Speed, Bebop and Fort Mustang from the Strong Tagoka stable. Sun Pittsburgh, Laxana, a nice placing last start, Red Riding Hood, Blitz Paolo, well, she's been pretty prominent and racing very consistently lately. Storm to Win, Ginger Man with a lightweight, and the emergencies of Sportscaster and Marcus Antonius. First runner we're going to have a look at is Gigi Austin, and that comes from the Donna Logan stable. Danny Beasley jumps on this weekend.
Yeah, this is the race, obviously, I think in key question. We'll obviously discuss Gigi Austin, but look at the horse in the orange colours. More on him very shortly. That's Laxana. Look, good run. He's been surpassed there by Hero. He's boxed on well, held on for second. Should have really finished third. There's his track work. Looks to be working okay. I've got him in for a chance here. Danny Beasley, Donna Logan, 0 from 7 last 12 months, but interesting that she has booked DB here because he's all the rage at the moment, really, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the go-to jockey at the moment. He's spread himself out amongst many stables and doing a good way of it as well. Here is Laxana, as you touched upon, Nick. Obviously, a bit of controversy to the last race when he was placed. Yeah,
look, I mean, and the facts are that last time out he ran third in that race in the orange colours and really should have finished second. Let's be honest, the rider did obviously incur a 3-month suspension for that, Troy C. So, yeah, look, for me, I think he would have been that little bit closer. He's still a maiden, but just having a look, he's got some half-decent form. I mean, the second is off speed, doesn't read too badly. 2 runs ago, at the beginning of August, he ran 5th to Sun Pittsburgh, finishing off quite strongly as well. So I think he's coming to win a race now, this Laxana. He's typical Stephen Gray, isn't he? Slow burner. He's got 54.5 kilos here, nice weight. Jimmy Wong rides well, not just for Stephen, but also in these colours, let's not forget. He's one on charisma. So, yeah, I like the way this race tees up for Laxana. I think he's a big chance.
Interesting little gear change too. Blinker pacifiers on first time.
Yep.
Obviously, he wore the blinkers at his last outing and ran a nice race behind Hero, who I think is a progressive stayer moving forward. He was very good winning Hero. He did it like the hard way, getting back at the field. Looked in a lot of trouble at the 600, but apart from the winner, I thought Laxana was probably the run of that race.
Yeah, most definitely.
But yeah, that's an interesting gear change for Laxana. Next runner we'll have a look at is Sun Pittsburgh. And this runner comes with a nice last start win, beating Accumulation.
Good win. Nice win for sure, as you say. Mark Lerner goes back on board, up 5 points for this. I always find it interesting in these races, like, Class 5 horses, I mean, if you crunch the numbers on it, they would probably run more consistently off their winning marks than perhaps, say, Class 4 or 3 horses, possibly. Purely because, obviously, without doing them a disservice, they're limited. They're a lot more limited, say, than some of the better horses. So, look, Sun Pittsburgh off of marker 42, 5 times a winner this mare. So, she knows how to win races. Just going back, she did win off of 38. She won a 37 last time. She won a 38 the time before. She's also won a 43. So, 42 should be okay, and she should be in the mix.
Yeah, one thing also, that last start win where we didn't see at the start, she actually stumbled, clipped heels and lost her footing at the start of the race.
Yeah.
Lost a little bit of momentum, but still managed to pick herself up and get the job done under S. John in the saddle. So I always like to see that, when you obviously don't see that in the past runs in the last 400 metres, but just something to take note of with Sun Pittsburgh from her last start victory. Well, it is a very sort of level Class 5 event, we could say, Nick. What else really didn't touch upon that caught your eye?
Red Riding Wood, actually, would be one of interest. Hakeem Cameroudin goes on board, 2 wins on the back of this horse for him. Has won in Blinker Pacifiers and gets Blinker Pacifiers back on this Saturday as well, Red Riding Wood. He's got plenty of experience. This will be start 65 coming up on Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m. Look, last time out behind Hercelio, he can be a hard horse to follow. Like, he can start slowly. He started slowly one day for Jolin Siam and finished off like a steam train 2 starts back in that Sun Pittsburgh race. But I think off 35, very well handicapped, plenty of form under his belt, wears the headgear well. I thought Red Riding Wood was a definite top 4 chance.
Blitz Power, does she go anywhere for you?
Oh, look, Blitz Power, I'd love to see it have a break personally, but again, another one backing up 6 days on, so there's a lot of horses doing that this week. So Connection's obviously trying to make most of the polytrack racing that we've got exclusively at the moment here at Crounchy. But yeah, look, she's having it's a bit of a tough paper round for her at the moment. She's been put to task, and last time out, look, she was a $22 favourite. She drifted. She was beaten once again, obviously running 9th. I just wonder if she come to the end of her tether a little bit. Probably would appreciate a little break. Just having a quick look. Obviously, the iRace magazine gives us some excellent stats. We always look at horses first up, second up, third up. Blitz Power, would you believe, is 19th up. So, if I was Blitz Power, I'd be wanting the first available paddock. Yeah,
the day she goes for a rest, it might just be a little bit like all of us after a long week, laying down somewhere where she's able to. Selections for race 9 on with number 6, Sun Pittsburgh. Look, I like the win last start. I thought she did it in good fashion. She can go again here. Laxana in for second. Obviously should have run a stronger place in last start. Look for him to be running on. Ginger Man in for third. Now, I thought a very interesting lightweight chance here. Prison Taker Money's got a very busy book of rides. He's going to try and make every opportunity count. He'll be running somewhere in the finish. And GG Austin just to round out the top 4. Like the second last start. Just interested to see where he finishes here. 6, 8, 12 and 2, Nick?
Yes, I'm going with Laxana. As you say, stronger placing for sure last time. Would have been on the cards. Ran third, should have ran second. I think can run first this time in. Sun Pittsburgh in for second. Gigi Austin in for third. Obviously comes out of that Laxana race. I feel the form will be turned around just on what we know. And Red Riding Wood in for fourth with the Blinker Pacifiers on. I think can go well. 8, 6, 2 and 9.
Yeah, an interesting Class 5 event. We're going to take a little short break. We've got 3 more races still to preview after this, and that includes a very, very hot Class 2 event and one particular South African galloper who graces us with his first race start here in Singapore. Stay tuned.